It's Monday morning and I came in early today because I have this Traverse being delivered and I have this paintless dent removal repair that needs to be done. And my goal was to record that repair to show you guys what our guy, also named Dave, does here when he does a paintless dent removal repair. However, he didn't come in this morning because he was feeling under the weather. So we're actually gonna have to deliver this truck the way it is. This is that dealer loaner car that I mentioned a couple videos ago that I had sold. So we're gonna deliver it like this. Customer already knows it's there. They're gonna sign a we owe, which is basically a piece of paper that says we owe them that fix and that repair. And then I'll just have to schedule it for one day when our paintless dent removal guy returns. Now, since I did come in early today, normally on Monday morning I don't have to be here till 11 o'clock. I figured I might as well make the most of it. So a customer had come in that wanted to test drive some Traverses. I actually had this Sport Edition here for them to drive and possibly buy. But, you know, like the car business is, while my customer was driving the vehicle and I was sitting at my desk with him to go over numbers and basically price the vehicle up, I found out as soon as I got to the sales office that somebody had already sold this. There was somebody here Saturday. They basically were communicating with him, I guess, over the weekend, and earlier this morning they took a deposit on the vehicle. So the vehicle wasn't available. It all sort of just happened at the same time, which you know, is the car business, especially in these times when there's virtually no inventory available. If you watched my video from the other day, you would know that I had two of these Traverses on Saturday. Both of them are sold. And of the Trailblazers we had, remember there was like 2 of them were sold and 2 were available. Now they're all sold as well. And the Tahoe that I mentioned in that video that I said would probably sell by the end of the day, it actually sold probably about 30 minutes after I took the footage. Moral of the story is, if you want a vehicle and the dealership has the vehicle you want, just buy it. Also remember too, you're not only competing with people that come into the actual dealership to buy cars. On Saturday, the Ram ended up selling, and the gentleman that bought it is actually from the state of Virginia. And with the beauty of the internet, you can find literally whatever you want, and because of the lack of inventory, people are willing to travel. So you're not just dealing with the normal customer base that the store would have, you're literally dealing with the entire country. I also want to mention real quick and just follow up about the side steps on this Ram, because I mentioned how these were like perfectly placed. And I mentioned that because I've been in numerous vehicles that have power side steps, and like I mentioned in the last video, I don't really use them all that often, but this one just seems super convenient. It's because here, check it out. That's how high my step is. You can see the angle of my knee. Now, I just so happen to park the GMC here, Denali, that also has the power side steps. And look at this. I mean, it's almost, you're almost at a right angle. This side step is so much higher than this one. And I think that's the benefit. The Ram is lower and it's kicked out a little further, whereas this one is higher and more into the vehicle. So for me, it's just not convenient to use this to then get in. It's just, it's too high. And I just felt the need to mention that to you, just to update you, because on the Ram, listen, it is what it is. They are perfectly placed. So Chevy's got to readjust how these open, in my opinion. Quick question for you. Would you trust your salesperson to drive your car back to the house after a service appointment? This gentleman actually only lives about 3 or 4 miles away, so he's not that far. We're gonna drop it off at his house. Basically, the vehicle was here because of a check engine light, which you can see lit up there on the right-hand side of the cluster. I think it was some sort of transmission sensor or something of that nature. And the part is on back order, so while you leave the car here, he figured he might as well just bring it back to his house and leave it there until the part comes in, and then he'll just bring it back because they say the car is drivable, you know, is drivable, so.
Do you want me to record audio?
Yeah, record it all, man. Okay. You gonna follow me over there?
Yep.
And we're gonna do part 2 of the ZL1 exhaust, which is what exhaust?
MBRP.
MBRP exhaust. So this part 2 has been long awaited. We're gonna drive over, we're gonna drop this off. Dave's gonna drive me back in his car, at which point we'll have a little discussion about the exhaust and also hear how great it really sounds.
cut right here. Right along this line here. It goes cut even with this.
But even with this one, with this one here.
Yeah.
So okay, well here, here's the line.
We gotta hear it outside.
All right,
I'll take it out.
Nice job.
Thank you.
This thing is fast and loud. What I just did, well, I didn't do it, what he just did on this road was a little over the speed limit, so we're not going to put that in the video. But, boy, does this car sound fantastic. So this is an MBRP exhaust. Was it a certain one?
Cat back, axle back only.
Right, which you saw in the little previous video, the little montage there, how we just cut the exhaust off and then added this portion right on, which I'll show you when we get to the store. Now, do you use the active rev matching in this or no?
Always.
You do?
Yeah, I'm older now, so you know, heel toe is I'm a little slow on it.
Yeah.
As compared to when I was younger.
What the active rev matching will do is it'll actually match the engine speed to the transmission to the engine speed as you downshift, for making for like super smooth shifts without even trying, really. You know, it turns like a novice driver into professional driver.
Whoa! I got smoked by a RAV4.
A RAV4. You want to just treat this circle like a big skid pad and just keep...
Yeah, let's do drifting.
We'll just drift circles? How do you like the exhaust? Like the pops, the drone, like what's you've been driving it now for like a month.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the back pressure, hearing it, and the gurgles and the pops and all that good stuff. If anybody's telling you that they're putting on a catback exhaust, you know, because they want additional horsepower, same thing with, you know, having the cold air induction. Yeah, will it give you 10, 15 horsepower at the rear wheels? Yeah, but on a vehicle that's stock 650 at the crank, you're not going to notice it anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
It's really just for, you know, what your preference is.
It has amazing braking too.
The Brembos do help.
Yeah. That was awesome. Look, we dropped one red vet off and here's my other red vet right here. That customer's picking that car up later today. We did all the paperwork, everything on Saturday, so it's just a matter of him picking it up, me going over stuff. He already had a C8. He had one prior to this one, so he knows the car fairly well. All right, now let's rev this thing out and see what it sounds like in the back. I can't get out. All right, so let's hear what this thing sounds like. Yeah, it's way different than stock.
Yeah, definitely so.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the lift.
Well,
one more for the kids. Let me show you what it looks like underneath. Basically, in the old setup, you had a full, humongous muffler under here, and now all you have is these two little, I don't know, muffler resonator type items, and that's it. I decided a couple Corvettes ago to start buying these books off Amazon for my customers, and it's basically the Corvette Stingray, the mid-engine revolution. It basically explains the entire Corvette history up until the C8, the rear engine car, and how we got here. So we'll see if he likes it when he shows up.
yeah. Oh, are you? Yeah.
My Traverse client is here. They're signing their paperwork. I have everything ready for the Corvette client to pick up his vehicle. Right now I'm working some numbers on a Trailblazer that I don't have and don't know if I'll ever be able to get, but it's a previous customer of mine, so we're gonna just put numbers together as if I physically had it here, just so they know the range they're in, and if it makes sense for them to try to pursue something. But we don't have any, so I don't know. Numbers are kind of pointless, right? Sal gave me one of these. That's what you do, right? Provide the information and, we'll figure it out. That's a car, though, right now, you cannot factory order a Trailblazer. So it's not like we can put an order in. It's just GM's building what they want, right? They put it in what's called port consensus, and then we can request what we want out of that pool of vehicles. So, we haven't had too many here. I don't know how we get them or how you earn them, but we did just sell 4 of them in the last 2 days, so maybe we'll earn a couple more. We're gonna work up lease numbers and also finance numbers. And then I got a couple other things like that I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed that ride in the Camaro and really enjoyed that exhaust sound. Let Dave know in the comments what your thoughts are, if he made the right move there. And I will see you guys in the next video.